Okay, you're rolling. Peter, have you been writing a lot of music on the road with this Casio?
No, not directly. I just got it, working it in, you know, feeling it out.
Oh, okay. You got... So this is somewhat of a new toy for you.
Mm-hmm. Very beautiful toy too.
Uh-huh. Did you buy it for yourself?
Well, someone lent it to me. I have one for myself, but this is more professional.
Are you writing any new tunes on it?
Always.
Oh, yeah? How did the gig go in Montreal?
Very good. Very good.
Oh, the 40,000 people. That's not usually the kind of crowd. I've seen you play to a crowd that huge, but usually you're playing to smaller crowds. Mm-hmm. How is it playing to more people? Is there any difference in between the two for you?
Well, to me, it could be a slight difference. But as a psychologist, it's not much a difference, because as long as the people is before me, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 feet away, mm-hmm. there's a certain amount of energy that I magnetically pick up. So don't care what amount of crowd. But then again, I do prefer to play in smaller places for better sound.
Oh yeah, technically speaking,
yeah.
But in terms of getting a message across to people or getting a certain energy across to people,
I prefer the crowd.
Yeah, well. This is a pretty extensive tour that you're on, the most extensive that you've probably ever been on.
Yes, and they must make very good use of this one, because after this one, there will be no next one.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? There's a time for everything.
And your time for playing concerts is over?
Not over, but in America, I've been here too many times. Don't feel no way. Don't get upset. You'll see me again.
But not on a tour, you say?
Well, for example, I will come to America, but not on these kind of extensive, you know, 42 and 53 cities and those kind of things.
It's a bit crazy. Is that what you find is just getting to you?
Yes. Too much work.
That's a bit too much.
You know.
I want to ask you about the World Music Festival in Jamaica. We were there and we saw you there, and you were very inspiring and incredible. How did you feel about the whole thing? Well,
for example, everything wasn't compositionally arranged in the most proper nature. But then again, it's music and music and music come together to make music. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see much of the show, but the rest of artists, I saw like Aretha Franklin and maybe a few others. But music in general is beautiful, and what's more beautiful is when people sit down and wait for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to see their artists, you know, because I was the last one to play on that concert, and people waited till Sunday morning, and that was very beautiful.
You played when the sun came up.
That was great.
It was something on another planet.
Yes,
you know?
my dear.
I couldn't even believe it was really happening.
Not only the sun, but the rainbow.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
That was magic.
And it's on video, but I haven't seen it yet. I only heard it's beautiful. I would love to see it. You
have to come to our TV station, because we have you. We taped some of you there, and we have you on our tapes.
I would love to get some. I would love to
we'll
get some.
We'll get you a copy.
Yeah, man. I would
you
love
were
that.
playing with a sword, or so. You had a big. What was that?
My defense sword. Defense against the dragon.
What does the dragon symbolize?
Well, the dragon symbolizes evil, and my sword symbolizes the execution of the dragon.
There's a lot of evil in this business, or so
business.
I've heard. And so in every business, is corrupt.
Yeah,
how do you protect yourself from the corruption, from not succumbing to the temptations?
Yeah. Well, just being yourself. Because people, if you're not being yourself positively, then you will be easily carried away. And if you are fascinated by material things, you'll be easily carried away. You'll be easily tempted. You'll be easily led. But I know this world. I'm in this world, but not of this world. I'm of the past world, living in the present world, and of the future world. But there are so much things in this world that is opposing to positivity and righteousness, that everything comes in conflict with righteousness, that you have to just isolate yourself from the shitstorm, see, and be very spiritual within within the shitstorm, because, my dear, it is crazy. I see many people started nice, fine-looking fellow, and at the age of 28, 30, or a little more, he's in his coffin. See, so it's ugly, but then again, it can be beautiful if you only be yourself.
Well, do you think it's because you've been blessed that you've been managed to transcend all
Yes,
that?
yes. I was born that way, you know.
Did you know that when you were a kid in Trenchtown, a hungry kid that just wanted to be up there?
Yeah.
You always felt that? There's a new book out on the life of Bob Marley called Catch a Fire. I don't know if you've heard of it or read about it. And there's some, they write about you in the book, and
they
you know,
most
the
write
kind
about
of
me.
and the way they describe you is, I think it's quite wonderful, you know, how you were just this, you know, lanky kind of kid that was really a fighter.
Yeah, man,
and
every
really
time,
a confident,
determined
to make it,
yes.
Exactly, and that was like the most important thing to you. Was it music that you were always determined to make it in? Did you see yourself as a great, you know, reggae superstar, musical hero?
No. I only see myself as a preacher, a messenger. And I see the music with the greatest musical potential that music ever had in the Western Hemisphere. See? But then again, within the shitstorm, I see so much discrimination and political victimization against the music. Because as you know, and as many other people know, that reggae has been here for a good time enough for it to be exposed, to be known, to be heard, and to be loved by people who love dirt. See? Because I hear people dance to all kind of dead music. Music that comes today and die tomorrow. See? And they elevate and they praise and they promote and they love those kind of music. But the music that has the spiritual, medicinal upliftment, they don't like to promote it because it is branded political within the shitstorm. But the people knows the potential of the music, or else 40,000 people would not stand up to see or to hear this music.
Sorry, what's happening? Okay, you said you used to play organ in the church. Do you remember any of the songs they used to play at church?
Yeah, man, all of them.
Okay, let's hear one.
Hear one? Why? It's only an introduction of one I can get. I don't like to remember the church.
Oh, why? So beautiful. Why don't you like to remember the church?
Well, that is Rock of Ages. You see, there was so much fantasy being taught in the church, my dear. And it's insignificant to say I don't like to remember the church, but then again, the church to the west is a building that people congregate in. The church to the east is a person who teaches the people the truth about life and about what they call Christianity. See, what they call Christianity in the West is a way of life in the East. They call it religion down here. See, it's for commercial reasons. It's not to be commercialized. So that's the reason why I say, you know.
I just want to move this thing for a minute under your arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you find it an irony that you're on this tour with the Police. The Police have made a lot of money, a big commercial success. And I have to say, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the reggae sound and their music. And that was the thing that made them different at first, and that was the thing that people latched on to. Does that make you mad, maybe angry, that they were able to capitalize on that reggae sound when so many other great reggae artists in the world have not been able to break that commercial ground?
Well, I am only angry at the shitstem for the discrimination against the root of reggae. But I would not be angry of them commercializing on the music, because they can only paint a picture from a picture, but the other picture, the original, is still there. See? And people are always attracted to beautiful things. And if they see the beauty in the music and paint a picture from that picture and try to portray that picture to their people, the people will be attracted to the beauty of that picture. But then again, it will give the people the idea in their head to think where that picture came from. And one day the people will see and hear and feel something of the nature of that picture. And when they hear, they will say, I think I heard this music already. Then they will realize it's the root. So what they are doing is just exposing the music, or the element of the music, or the fragrance of the music, so that when they get in the pot, they will know what's in the bottom.
Judging from what I saw in Jamaica, and well, obviously even from just there's a common knowledge that you are such a hero to people, and especially in Jamaica, it's almost as though you were a national hero to people. Does that put a lot of responsibility on you?
Well, it has always been my responsibility, because as it was written, the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Mighty, Wonderful. So much different, many different names that, you know, people will put on your head. But it's something I see that must be done. I'm a man who was born in the ignorance of the society, raised in the ignorance of the society. I've seen the ills of the society, the destruction of the society. I see youths die within the society because of the ignorance of the society. And my intellect and intelligence and wisdom, knowledge and understanding that I was born with, I motivated it, I watered it, and I made it grow. In its growing, it brought me to the light, to a light that was shining, but slightly, until that light began to grow. And that light was the reality of life. See? And I followed that light until now. And that light has taught me so many things, my dear, that it's incredible. But then again, there is so much things that this light taught me that I will not tell you. I will put it in a movie, and I will write it in a book.
And write it in a song?
And it will be more, you know, you will get more feelings, you will see the whole picture will be painted.
Do you feel that you have some kind of secret, maybe, that other people aren't aware of?
Many secrets.
How come? Just because you have developed your mind to that degree?
Yes, and I've come to the consciousness of the search, because many people in life search, but they don't know what they're looking for. They don't know which direction to look. So that creates a catastrophe in the search. See, when if you had just made one glance inward, you would have seen everything. And that was the search I made, because then it made me to realize that the Creator who made man put a concept of creativity in every man. But if you don't look internal, you'll never find it. And if you waste your time looking externally, you will kill it.
Are you totally satisfied now with your life? If someone was to say to you that tomorrow, Peter Tosh, you were going to be a dead man.
If someone was to say that,
yes, would you be saying, okay, that's fine, because I've lived my life and I've seen the light and I know what it's all about?
If a guy tell me that tomorrow I will be dead, he will be going in the coffin. Yeah, man, not me. See? Because that is one of the secrets of life, to know how to live and how to counteract the negative forces of death. So don't feel no way, my dear. It's just part of life. Many people search, but their search take them to the grave. My search takes me to life. And there is no man on earth that can threaten me and create any amount of fear inside of me. Because you see me, my search teaches me to kill death, to frustrate frustration, to madness, and to assassinate the assassinator. Spiritually, not physically. Without a hand move, without my eyes squint, only with the meditation of the mind.
A lot of artists say that you have to be in pain to create. What do you think about that?
Pain to create? Well, pain is the motivation of creation. But then again, you don't have to be in pain, because I'm the foundation of creation. See, I'm an inspiration within creation.
Do you see yourself as a prophet then?
It's not who I see myself to be. See, I just see myself doing positive works, and I intend to do positive works. See, I intend to be truthful. So, it's who people see me to be. But they don't care who you see me to be. I am who I am. I will not be anyone else but me.
But aren't you worried that people look up to you too much? You
Too
have
much?
to be a perfect person in order not to disappoint them, in order to always live up to their expectations. Of
No,
you.
I am not here to live up to no one's expectation. Neither is anyone here to live up to mine. I owe no man no obligation. No man owe me none, so everything is fine. My duty is to teach people. I am here to lead the horse to the water, but I'm not here to force him to drink.
I just heard that you received some notification from the government of Spain or something for Spanish people because marijuana just became legal there.
That is
They
very good.
Criminalized it. What exactly happened? Tell me the story about that.
Well, I couldn't tell you until I go there.
Okay.
I've been there. I was there previously for the previous 2 months, and I heard that, you know, because an election was coming up, and I heard that the day when I went there, herb was decriminalized the day before. And I figure more or most that was spiritually designed for the commemoration of my presence in Spain. See, because of the work, my contribution towards the struggle for the freedom and the decriminalization of herb. Because if herb is illegal, he who made the herb is also illegal too.
Do you think herb in the wrong hands can be detrimental?
Yes.
Well, how can you prevent against someone who is not aware, someone who is not intelligent,
Well,
getting their hands on it?
you see, that is a very dangerous game to play. For example, herb is always in the wrong hands. See, 90% of the time. See, because who herb was designed for, the law make it illegal. See, but it's those who make the law control the herb, so they know what to do, when to do, where to distribute. Because herb don't care what they say. It's money. It's live cash. It's dollars. And they know that. Who is going to throw away the dollar? See? But herb being in the wrong hand spiritually can be detrimental, because if one who consumes garbage daily then try to consume herb for getting high or getting kicks, that could be detrimental, because herb is pure.
Why do you consume herb?
Herb? I consume herb for medicinal reasons, spiritual reasons, and
Do you feel closer to God?
no, not to God. I feel closer to Jah.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Yes. Herb is antifungus, antivirus, antitrichnosis, and it's an antidote.